Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show Spin-Off. This is your RJ Faisal Ilyas. We talk about ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. On our show, we do complete analysis of the games that are being played in the tournament. And we have seen that Pakistan has recorded their first win after the two games that Pakistan lost, one against USA and the next against mighty Indians. Finally, we managed to win the game against Canada, the associate team, but it wasn't a one-sided game. Again, we were playing on the ground Nassau, where there are low-scoring games. We managed to win the game by 7 wickets eventually when 15 balls were there, but we had to win this game by a big margin, because if we look at the net run rate right now, we are still under USA. In today's show, we'll have a look at the points table as well, because Pakistan is in Group A, where USA has already won their 2 games, India has also won their 2 games, and the only chance Pakistan has to qualify for the next round is by winning the 2 games. One we have already won against Canada, another game against Ireland we have to win it by a big margin, because we need to have higher run rate compared to USA, who now have to play against India in the next game. So Pakistan won their first game. We'll analyze the game in slight bit of detail. Pakistan won the game by 7 wickets. Pakistan obviously won the toss and they elected to bowl first, which is the case on this ground. Even against the game India, we won the toss, but this time round we came out winners in the game. And due to the man of the match performance of Mohammad Amir, he took 2 wickets. He conceded only 13 runs. Pakistan managed to win the game. And when we look at the game closely, we saw that our bowlers initially looked out of sorts, because all of the 3 bowlers, Shaheen Shah, Mohammad Amir and Naseem Shah, they all went for boundaries initially, and in fact Naseem and Shaheen Shah and in fact Amir also, they all gave away boundaries easily initially. If that was not the case, Canada would have scored even less. And why I am highlighting this point is because Pakistan has to increase their net run rate to increase their chances to qualify for the next round. Alright, so Canada managed to score only 106 runs of their 20 overs, and they lost 7 wickets in the process. Aaron Johnson, he was outstanding, the only player from Canada and in fact from the both sides who looked to dominate the game, and the way he was hitting sixes, it was effortless. He scored 52 runs of 44 deliveries. The next best performance from Canada was Kaleem Sana from Canada. He scored 13 runs of 14 balls. Then Saad Zafar scored 10 runs of 21 balls. One of the most important thing in that inning was that Pakistan conceded 13 extra runs. This was also very costly, and the way we chased down the game, we were playing very slow, and we could chase down this small total in 18th over in fact. So the extra runs conceded were very bad for the result of the game, but this is how it is. We have to play even better in the next game against Ireland, and we have to win big. If we talk about the bowling from Pakistan, Mohammad Amir, like I said, he took 2 wickets of 13 runs. He was the man of the match. He bowled brilliantly well. In fact, when he came to ball, all the bowlers started to come to sorts, because initially Naseem Shah was not bowling that well, and he was not utilizing the pitch especially, which was required on a pitch where there is a help for the bowlers. So Amir took 2 wickets. Haris Rauf, who was also very expensive initially, he gave away 26 runs, which is a lot of runs considering the kind of pitch that they are bowling on. Then Naseem Shah also conceded 24 runs. Shaheen Shah conceded 21 runs. So Amir and Haris Rauf took 2 wickets each, and Naseem Shah and Shaheen took 1 wicket each. If we talk about the batting performance from Pakistan, Rizwan scored his another 50. He scored 53 of 53, which eventually helped Pakistan to win the game. Babar Azam also was at 100 strike rate. He scored 33 of 33. But with Babar, he has slipped down to number 3 position in ICC rankings. He is on number 3 position. Phil Salt is on 2nd position, and India's Surya Kumar Yadav is on top position. That is the 1st position. So Pakistan Pakistan managed to win the game. Saim Ayub did the opening for Pakistan, and he looked very good before he played a rash shot. He got out for 6 runs of 12 balls, but the way he stayed at the crease, the way he played some of the cover drives, he looked to be the batsman who can score quick runs for Pakistan in the next game. So we hope that that Pakistan continues with him in the game against Ireland, and he could make some quick runs for Pakistan. Although Pakistan has to play their next game in a different ground where the game has been washed out yesterday. We'll talk about the other 2 games so that we get to know as to Lauderhill ground, where it was rain yesterday. How is that ground going to play in the game between Pakistan and Ireland? If we talk about Canada's bowling performance, Hellinger took 2 wickets. He conceded 18 runs, and Jeremy Gordon took 1 wicket. He conceded 17 runs, and it was a good bowling performance overall from Canada because they allowed Pakistan to chase it down in 17.3 overs. So they stretched the game till the 18th over. And Babar and Rizwan added 63 for the second wicket, and we know that when these 2 players come together, they manage to score good runs for Pakistan. And by the way, this is the highest successful run chase at Nassau ground, because this ground is known for his low scoring games. But one thing is very important with Babar and with Pakistan generally. I was reading down that Babar has not been able to hit a single 6 in the power play, and he's faced 200 plus deliveries in power play, which is very critical for a batsman of his caliber. And when we talk about doing good in the power play, we must score quick runs. Babar has not been able to do it, and we saw that in yesterday's game also. Pakistan managed to score only 2 sixes and 3 fours in the entire chase of 17.3 overs. Now Pakistan has to play their next game in Ireland, Lauderhill, where the only game that was supposed to be played has been washed out. So we don't know much about that ground. Also, Canada has to play their next game on 15th of June at Lauderhill as well. So the second game that was supposed to be played yesterday between Sri Lanka and Nepal has been abandoned, and both the teams got 1 point each. But this game was important for Sri Lanka to win and move to the next round, but the chances for them to qualify have become very less after this washout game. And this game was also important because of the fact that we had to see as to how this Lauderhill ground behaves, because Pakistan has to play their next game against Ireland on the same ground, but this game was washed out, and it was very bad for Sri Lanka, because this means that they still have not won a single game in this year's T20 tournament, and their points are also very less to qualify for the next round. But the game that was played actually was between Australia and Namibia. This game went on in the Group B, and Australia won the toss, chose to bowl first at Sir Viv Richards Stadium, and Australia won the game by 9 wickets with 86 balls to spare. So Australia's dominance continues. They have won all of their 3 games that have been played so far, just like South Africa. So these 2 teams are the most successful ones, and if India manages to beat USA, India will also be in the same category of playing 3 and winning 3. The man of the match performance from Australia was Adam Zampa, and this also tells you the importance of a proper leg spinner to have in your team. We have seen Adam Zampa to almost win the World Cup for Australia. In fact, they won the cup, but why I said almost is because in most of the games, Adam Zampa was the one who managed to take wickets for Australia at crucial stages, and they won those games when it was very crucial for somebody to take wickets. And we are lacking in that front. We do not have a leg spinner on which we can rely, although once we had Shadab Khan, who used to come in the middle and take wickets, but it's not happening regularly for Pakistan these days. So a lot of things to be looked at in Pakistan team. One specially thing that we need to look at is to have proper spinners in our team. Alright, so coming back to this game again, Zampa took 4 wickets and Australia won this game. In first innings, Nepal could only manage to score 72 runs in 17 overs. And if we talk about the batting performance, Erasmus managed to score 36 runs of 43 balls, and this was the main inning that we should talk about. Zampa took 4 wickets, Stoinis took 2 wickets, Josh Hazelwood took 2 wickets. So Hazelwood has also come into party. So all of the Australians batters and bowlers are all in good form in this tournament, and like I said, they have won all of their 3 games that they have played so far. If we talk about Australia's batting, Travis Head, who is in great form, the way he batted against England in their second game was outstanding. Again, he scored quick 34 runs not out in 17 balls. David Warner scored 20 runs and Mitch Marsh scored 18 runs, and all of them scored their runs very quickly. Alright, so we'll now have a look at the group 4 groups that are there in ICC Men's T20 World Cup, and the first group, Group A, is where Pakistan team lies. In this group, India and USA top the group. From every group, 2 teams are going to qualify for the round of 8, where top 8 teams will play against each other. So in Group A, India is on top, and more interestingly, their net run rate is also on the highest side, because their net run rate is plus 1.455. Second place is, who would have thought USA is on the second place, because they've beaten Pakistan and Canada, and they have to play their games against Ireland and India. In fact, their game against India is going to happen tonight at 7:30 p.m. Pakistan time. They are on their points are 4, and their net run rate is plus 0.626. Pakistan is on the 3rd position. They have played 3 games and they have only 2 points with the net run rate of plus 0.191. So this is where the thing is that Pakistan has to not just win the games, but they have to play well to have their net run rate go above USA. So the only chance Pakistan has is that they win big against Ireland, and USA has to lose both their games against Ireland and India. So we'll have to wait and see as to how this group goes on and whether Pakistan qualifies for the Super 8 or not. And this is how Pakistan's history is. We always tend to wait for other teams to lose or win for us to qualify for the next game. So today, actually, against India and USA, we will be supporting India to win this game. Otherwise, Pakistan's chances to go to the next round will be almost over. Alright, coming back to the next group, Group B, where Scotland is actually topping the group with 5 points, and their net run rate is plus 2.164. Outstanding position for Scotland, because they won 2 games and one of their games washed out against England. So England, who is another major force, and Pakistan, who was the finalist in the last T20 World Cup, and England was the winner in the last T20 World Cup. Both of these teams are finding hard to qualify for the next round. That is very interesting, because in this Group B, England is on 4th position, just like Pakistan tumbling on the 3rd position in their group. England is also in a very dire state, and they might not qualify for the Super 8, because Australia is on the 2nd position, Namibia is on the 3rd position, and England is on 3rd position. Oman is on 4th position. So very hard for England also to qualify. In Group C, similar kind of a situation. New Zealand is finding it hard to get to the next round, because they are on the bottom of the table with 1 game and no wins. Tonight they are going to play against mighty West Indies, and this game is very crucial for both of these sides, because if New Zealand has to do anything in this group and qualify for the next round, they must win this game against West Indies. On the other hand, if West Indies manages to win this game, they will almost qualify for the Super 8. If we look at this group in detail, Afghanistan is topping the group with 4 points after playing 2 games, and very outstanding performance from Afghanistan so far. They have won both of their games with flying colors, because their net run rate is also absolutely amazing, plus 5.225. This net run rate is not there with any other teams. So Afghanistan is enjoying these conditions in West Indies, and they are yet to play in USA, but so far they've done so well. On the other hand, West Indies is also doing well. They have 4 points after playing 2 games. Their net run rate is plus 3.5. On the other hand, Uganda has played 3 games. They have 2 points. Papua New Guinea has played 2 games. They do not have any points. And New Zealand has played 1 game, and they have a very negative net run rate because against Afghanistan they were completely bamboozled by Afghanistan, and their net run rate is minus 4.2. So in the 3 groups that we have gone through today, all of these 3 groups have one team from last year's T20 World Cup, which was a semi-finalist, and for these 3 teams it's difficult to qualify for the Super 8 this time round. But still, a lot of games to go in the World Cup, and we'll see as to eventually how Pakistan, England and New Zealand do, and whether they can qualify for the next round or not. We'll now move towards the Group D, where South Africa is dominating the group. They are on the top position with 6 points after playing 3 games. Bangladesh, who were very unfortunate in the last game against South Africa, have played 1-2, and this also looks to be the only team right now from Asia, along with India, who's doing well in the tournament. Pakistan and Sri Lanka are finding it very hard. Third position in this group is with Netherlands, who have played 2 games and they have 2 points. Nepal has played 1 game. They do not have any points. And Sri Lanka has played 2 games and they also are on 0 points. So this is it from the group status, and we have seen that last year's top 4 teams are finding it difficult this time round, but still we'll have to see as to how these groups shape up in the future with the remaining games that are to be played. We'll move towards the song right now. When we come back, we'll further discuss about the games that are to be played today, especially the game that matters to us the most is the game between India and USA, because we will be actually supporting India in this game to win, because we want USA to lose their next 2 games for us to qualify in the Super 8. We are talking about ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. Pakistan won their first game against Canada yesterday and opened their account on the points table with 2 points, but the net run rate is still a challenge. Pakistan did one change in the team. They brought in Saim Ayub in place of Iftikhar Ahmed. You have our WhatsApp number. You can also chip into this conversation. Our WhatsApp number is 0314-289-8989. You can also give your feedback on whether the change that Pakistan made was enough, because we expected Abrar Ahmed also to be in the side, and we have seen these USA pitches are supporting spinners, especially the way Zampa is bowling for USA, and the other spinners from England, Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali. All of these spinners are having good time. In fact, spinners from India, Akshar Patel is also having a good time on these pitches. So Pakistan is yet to play Abrar Ahmed. So your point of view on this will be welcome. We'll see as to how you guys think about it. But one good thing that happened yesterday was that Saim Ayub has become part of the team. He looked good in patches, but he has to be also a little responsible, because he played a rash shot yesterday because of which he got out. But we expect him to get more chances, because he looks to be the one for the future, and he looks to have great potential, especially in this format. And also a lot of things going with other players, like Azam Khan is having a bad time right now. People spotted him enjoying in New York in the night time, having snacks and all. That also is being criticized, and we have seen that a lot of old players are some are supporting, some are saying negative things about it. But again, our team is there. We still have to support them, and we expect them to do well in the next game against Ireland. What's your take on all of this? You can chip in and give your feedback through our WhatsApp numbers. Alright, so the game that is to be played tonight is between USA and India, and this game is important for us because If USA manages to win this game, which is very hard to happen, but it may happen because USA has already beaten Pakistan, and these conditions suit USA and Canada. USA will be relying on players like Aaron Jones, who has done so well in the tournament. He did well against Pakistan and Canada, both the matches that USA won. And on the other hand, India, mighty Indians, their captain Rohit Sharma is in good form, and we have seen Jasprit Bumrah, their pacer, outstanding bowler. He has been the man of the match in both the previous games that they've played, and especially against Pakistan also. So the next game to be played is India USA at 7:30 p.m. Pakistan time. We spoke about this game already, and Pakistan will be supporting India in this game for them to win this game and score 2 points, so that USA does not get these 2 important points. The another game is to be played between West Indies and New Zealand. This game is going to be played tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. and this is going to be played at Brian Lara Cricket Academy, Trinidad. This ground is hosting their first game in this year's men's T20 World Cup. So this game is also going to be very exciting with the likes of Nicholas Pooran in West Indies, who we all expect to play very well from West Indies, and New Zealand also would like to chip in and win this game and make their 2 points on the table so that they can also progress towards the next round. So a lot to look forward to. Both the games that are going to be played, one tonight and one tomorrow morning, are going to be exciting ones. We'll talk about both these games in detail once they are played in tomorrow's show. So time for me to say goodbye. I'll see you all guys tomorrow.